Good, happy Monday morning, February 1st, 2021. I'm Riley King, and welcome to the Riley King Newscast, right here on the Riley King Network. We have a lot of news to get to this Monday morning, so let's begin. First up, we're going to begin with a check of your weather. Tracking heavy snow for Monday into Tuesday. With more on that, let's go to meteorologist Haley LaPointe.
Living in northern New England doesn't mean you have to spend the winter on your roof. Forever Metal roofs are designed to shed snow while the energy-efficient panels keep your home warm.
Hi everybody, I'm meteorologist Haley LaPointe. Here's an update on your forecast, including an early week nor'easter. It's been a very dry January. In fact, we've only had about 3 inches of snowfall, at least in Concord and southern New Hampshire. So this snow will be welcome, especially to those who want to see snow and the outdoor enthusiasts. As far as the timing goes, afternoon on Monday in southern New Hampshire, there's a few communities that may even see it in the late morning hours. And then much later, the more to the north you are, the snow slowly advances from the south to the north through the afternoon and evening. The peak of the snowfall overnight into early Tuesday. That's also when the winds will get strong, gusty out of the northeast. That'll mean reduced visibility and tough travel. And as we go through this storm, temperatures will be in the 20s for the most part, maybe low 30s. So we're talking snow that's not super fluffy or heavy, wet, pasty. It's somewhere in the middle. So that'll be a lot easier for cleanup. That's some good news, at least. Tonight, temperatures not as frigid as this morning. In many spots, we'll be down below zero, but at least not double digits below zero. About 6 in Laconia and in Concord by Monday morning. So we have high clouds streaming in across the central and southern tiers of the state. Snow not all that far away. It's in Connecticut now, but it continues to get pushed to the south by high pressure over us. So it'll take a while, a very slow advance of this snow from the south to the north. So here we go. This is about 7 o'clock tomorrow morning, and no problems for travel. Anywhere in the state, we have increasing clouds, and eventually the snow starts to move north of the Massachusetts-New Hampshire border. Certainly Manchester and points of the south by 3 p.m. we've got snow coming down, but it may be as early as, say, 10, 11 a.m. in some of those border towns and cities. Then watch as we go through the evening. This is 8 p.m. It's just getting into the Lakes region, North Country at that time, and then it's snowing heavily through the overnight into early on Tuesday. As far as any mixing goes, it would be very limited and right at the immediate coast, like within a mile of the coastline. So you don't have to go far, like even in the city of Portsmouth itself should have all snow. And it continues into Tuesday evening before finally tapering off. Wednesday, a few scattered snow showers as this system finally moves away. So the biggest impacts would be heavy snow, gusty winds, a medium threat, but especially at the coast, there could be some issues there with power outages. Low visibility and difficult travel will be the name of the game, really, late Monday and into Tuesday. Here's how much snowfall to expect. We did add a 10 to 18-inch band, this light pink color, which includes Jaffrey, Manchester, Nashua, up into Rochester, and even a portion of the Mount Washington Valley. Lesser amounts Concord, Laconia, Lebanon, and Keene, where we're about 6 to 10 inches, and even lesser, 3 to 6, for Plymouth up into Littleton and in Whitefield. As far as the winds go, they'll get gusty. Watch this. By early Tuesday morning, this is 2 a.m., gusting to almost 50 miles per hour. So there could be some power outages as the snow comes down. But the bigger deal will be very tough travel with low visibility, maybe even near blizzard conditions with winds that strong. So it's a severe weather impact day on Tuesday. Snow showers linger Wednesday. Then a little break Thursday before some mixed showers, even rain possible by next weekend.
Okay, and there is a look at your weather forecast from meteorologist Haley LaPointe. And now let's take a check of your roadways this Monday morning and see how the traffic is moving along for this Monday morning commute. And here's a look at that traffic for all of you for this Monday morning. As you can see in Henniker, you're seeing some medium-paced traffic with some smooth sailing. Hopkinton, some Smooth sailing with some medium-paced traffic. Bow, Pembroke, and Concord. Smooth sailing with some medium-paced traffic. Boscawen, Canterbury, smooth sailing with some medium-paced traffic. Chichester, smooth sailing. Epsom, smooth sailing. Northport, smooth sailing. Lee, smooth sailing with a little spot of medium-paced traffic. Durham, smooth sailing. Rochester, smooth sailing. Somersworth, smooth sailing with medium-paced traffic as well. Dover, smooth sailing with medium-paced traffic, making your way into Portsmouth. And then smooth sailing at the border of Maine as well. Rye, smooth sailing. Northampton, smooth sailing. Hampton, smooth sailing. Seabrook, smooth sailing. And to the border of Massachusetts, where you get some medium-paced traffic. 101, smooth sailing on 101 with medium-paced traffic. Hooksett and Manchester area, medium-paced traffic with some smooth sailing. Around the Manchester airport, medium-paced traffic. Bedford, smooth sailing. Amherst, smooth sailing. And Milford, smooth sailing with a little spot of medium-paced traffic. Manchester, Merrimack, smooth sailing with medium-paced traffic. Nashua and Merrimack area, smooth sailing. Then some medium-paced traffic with smooth sailing making your way into Massachusetts. Nashua, Milford, smooth sailing with some medium-paced traffic on both ends. Manchester, Derry, Windham, Salem, into the border of Massachusetts, smooth sailing with some spots of medium-paced traffic. And that is a look at your morning traffic map this morning. And now let's take a look at your traffic cam. Salem, New Hampshire, Route 28 at Rockingham, Toyota. No cars right now. Very quiet this early morning. And now let's get to your news. Let's get to your COVID-19 updates. 15 more Granite Staters die of COVID-19. 200 people are currently hospitalized. Let's take a listen to that video from WR News 9.
Winter weather has arrived, and Belface Building Supply is here to help you get through it. Shop one of our 9 locations safely, order by phone, or shop online at beltates.com. We offer in-store or curbside pickup and free delivery. Count on Beltates Building Supply this winter.
Now to our COVID-19 coverage. There are 15 new deaths to report in New Hampshire tonight. 10 of those deaths are connected to long-term care facilities. That brings the total number of people who have died from the virus in this state to 1,057. There are 369 new positive tests dating back to the 29th. The total number of cases here in New Hampshire is now 65,695. Nearly 4,900 of those cases are current.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. And now let's take a look at COVID-19 in New Hampshire, what you need to know. Let's take a look at that information right now. And here is a look at that information for all of you. Right now, there are 65,695 number of people in New Hampshire have tested positive for COVID-19. 26,174,956 number of people in the United States who have tested positive. 1,057 number of deaths from COVID-19 in New Hampshire. 200 current number of people hospitalized with COVID-19 in New Hampshire. And 200 number of deaths from COVID-19 in the United States. And now let's take a look at this map of New Hampshire where current cases of COVID-19 are. In Manchester, 442. Let's take a look at this map of New Hampshire where total cases of COVID-19 are. Manchester, 8,806. And now let's take a look at these 3 charts here. Let's start with the first chart here. New cases each day in New Hampshire in the purple. Daily new positive COVID-19 cases. Orange, new hospitalization. And red, deaths. And let's take a look at this chart here. Current cases in the purple. Total current COVID-19 cases. Orange, current hospitalization. Let's take a look at this chart here. Total cases. In the purple, total positive COVID-19 cases. Orange, total hospitalization. Red, deaths. And blue, recovered. And let's take a look at this chart here. Positive PCR test rate. Positive PCR and antigen test rate. And daily PCR test. And let's take a look at this chart here. Age group of cases and female and male of cases. And let's take a look at this chart here. Infections, hospitalizations, and deaths. And let's take a look at this chart here. Deaths, percent of New Hampshire population, race/ethnicity of cases, and hospitalizations. And a reminder, common symptoms: fever, lack of smell, cough, chills, difficult breathing, nausea, vomiting, and diarrhea. How it spreads, and prevention tips. And be sure to stay with the Riley King Network for the latest of your COVID-19 information. Ski areas excited for the storm, bringing fresh snow. Fresh snow coming ahead of February school vacation. Let's take a listen to that video from WMUR News 9.
Your boiler or furnace vents into your chimney? The majority of chimney flues in New Hampshire are actually used to vent oil and gas heating appliances. These flues need to be inspected.
Until recently, New Hampshire ski resorts had been coping with warmer temperatures and a lack of fresh snow. But the bitter air has meant plenty of snowmaking, and even better news, a storm tomorrow expected to bring lots of fresh powder.
I know it's my job to really hype people up on conditions, but it's no joke. This is the real deal. And
Mount Sunapee's trails are almost fully open. With February school vacation weeks coming up, the timing of snow couldn't be better.
Even if we just get the 6 inches, I'm not greedy. Well, that'll be perfect. And if we get any more than that, I'm here to tell you it's going to be some of the best skiing we've had in a while because it's so good underfoot. With this POW on top, with the temperatures it'll be coming in at, it'll be full-on POW.
All but one of the trails at Pat's Peak are open. They've been able to draw crowds safely amid new precautions this winter.
If you literally don't want to go inside the whole time you're here, you don't have to, because we figured our pinch points were the lodge, food, and restrooms.
Mountain officials say there's still a strong desire to get fresh air, and they're hopeful for a strong second half of the season.
We have our tubing park open, which has been very popular this year. Pretty much all our tubing sessions are being sold out of people just coming to get outside.
And it's just so exciting to have this good, dry snow and then have it stay cold afterwards so the skiing stays good after the storm as well. We couldn't be any more jazzed up right now.
And mountain officials are also reminding skiers to check their websites, to read about their COVID protocols before arriving, and to buy tickets ahead of time as the capacity is limited.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. So if you enjoy skiing, then you'll enjoy this fresh snow that is coming our way. New Hampshire National Guard members, hospital staff schedule extra appointments to administer vaccines about to expire. Administered more than 1,000 doses about to expire. Let's take a listen to that video from WMUR News 9.
Living in northern New England doesn't mean you have to spend the winter on your roof. Forever Metal roofs are designed to shed snow while the energy-efficient panels keep your home warm in the
New Hampshire National Guardsmen helping make sure extra doses of COVID-19 vaccine don't go to waste. They scheduled appointments for more than 1,100 doses of the vaccine that were set to expire this weekend. The scheduling teams filled open time slots at sites across the state that extended hours to accommodate those extra appointments. And at Huggins Hospital in Wolfboro, staff helped schedule and administer 100 doses of vaccine that were about to expire there. The teams called high-risk patients to get them in for those extra appointments.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. UNH spring semester to begin Monday with in-person learning. UNH police chief believes campus is safe. Let's take a listen to that video from WMUR News 9, Jessica Moran.
Over time, the flue tiles inside your chimney may become damaged from water, age, or even a chimney fire, which could lead to dangerous toxins inside your home. When that happens...
University of New Hampshire is welcoming back students for in-person learning this week. The spring semester starts tomorrow as the Granite State continues to fight the COVID-19 pandemic.
I am feeling like it's safe to be back. You know, we've learned a lot from the fall, and we were able to put some of those things, you know, into play.
UNH Police Chief Paul Dean is heavily involved in the university's COVID-19 response. He's invested both professionally and personally.
I have 2 boys that go to the University of New Hampshire, one that lives there. I wouldn't send my children to some place that wasn't safe.
Chief Dean says incoming students have to show a negative PCR test on arrival and are tested again on campus. He says their twice-a-week testing program worked well in the fall.
We felt really, really strong that testing twice a week was the way to go, and it proved to be the right choice.
What didn't work so well? Off-campus get-togethers. UNH saw a spike in cases after Halloween.
The university and the town, working collaboratively, have put together an off-campus committee that's been working since school ended to provide more better ways to address the issues. And I think we're in a better place than what we were in the fall.
And to help limit exposure, spring break isn't happening this year.
We wanted to make sure that when students were here, that they stayed here and didn't leave to normal spring break spots.
And UNH added COVID-19 isolation beds to their isolation dorm. They say they can put COVID-19 positive people together. They're also starting a pilot program this spring for UNH hockey, where a small number of students will be able to attend UNH games. That'll be done through a lottery system. Reporting live, Jessica Moran, WMUR News 9.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. Dow features rise in turbulent trading after worst week since October. U.S. stock index features were positive in volatile overnight trading following last week's heavy losses, the worst for the market since October. Protests take to the streets in cities across Russia. Let's take a listen to that video from ABC News.
We want to turn to the dramatic images overseas, a violent crackdown by Russian police as protesters demonstrate against the arrest of Kremlin critic Alexei Navalny. Nearly 5,000 people detained. Here's ABC's Julia McFarlane.
Tonight in Russia, anti-government protesters facing off against the bitter cold and a violent crackdown, defying a massive police presence. Officers in camouflage with tinted helmets using truncheons and shock batons on crowds supporting jailed opposition leader Alexei Navalny. In a show of intimidation, forces aggressively banging their shields, defiant protesters clapping back in unison. Across the country, nearly 5,000 people arrested, including Navalny's wife Yulia, who tonight has been released. This woman says, "We want Alexei Navalny and Russia to be free." Navalny's audacious return to Russia earlier this month, knowingly facing certain arrest, has inspired a movement. This show of defiance against Vladimir Putin is different, bigger than anything we've seen in recent years. And it's spread across 11 time zones from Siberia to the capital Moscow, where Alexei Navalny is conducting from his prison cell the biggest threat yet to Putin's leadership. Tom?
5,000 detained. All right, Julia McFarlane with the latest from Russia. Julia, thank you.
Hi. Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. And that does it for this morning edition of the Riley King Newscast right here on the Riley King Network. Thank you for watching. Have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you back here later on today for another newscast. I'll have a news report coming up in a little bit. Goodbye, everyone.